Feels good. It feels better to get our first win. We're so early in the season. I think just still figuring each other out. And me personally figuring out, missing the preseason, but this is kind of my test run playing with a lot of these guys. Everybody's still figuring each other out, so it's good to get the first one.
Kevin, when you have a performance like that after coming off of a major surgery, who do you think about when it comes to, hey, it got me to this point and got me through the dark days of the summer and being able to get back on the court?
I had a lot of support. People I've worked out with every summer in my career. Family obviously has been super supportive, and individually just pushing through an injury like that. To get to this point, it was a goal of mine last year when it happened to be back game one, and was able to see that goal and continuing to get myself in the swing of things. It's just good, honestly, to be back in the routine of playing and with the guys and playing these games.
Big emphasis on perimeter defense for you guys, limiting their paint touches. How do you feel like you guys did in that tonight and holding them for 22 from three?
Getting better. We fouled a little bit. Some of the fouls, I think, can't speak for them, but I think they'll take if we want to be crowding the paint, making teams beat us from three, and we're a little bit better tonight. We just have to be a little better in that fouling.
Building off the defense, Kevin, to have a first half like that's kind of ugly, muddy, slow, but to be able to maintain a lead so that the offense could come with the play on the defensive end, how rewarding and encouraging is that for this group to win a game like that too?
Yeah, I thought the whole game was muddy and ugly and just weird flow, to be honest, and especially that first quarter where it felt like we weren't scoring, and I think we looked up and they had 14 or 18 points, and you're like, what's happening in this game right now? So those are the ones you need to win. It's good to win those, obviously, at home. Again, I still think we're figuring each other out. We need to play faster. We need to get out in transition. We need to rebound better defensively, and those are all things I think we went in and emphasized in this game, and hopefully we shoot a little bit better tomorrow night.
Kevin, what's the ultimate impact offensively when you've got yourself, DeMar, Keegan, a bunch of other players outside of just Domas that have been initiating the offense? What does that do for the group as a whole?
Yeah, I mean, we feel like we have three offensive nucleuses that can really just go get it. And, a lot of the stuff we do is just creating space for those guys. And, us being able to initiate offense, I think is a lot of times looking at matchups and trying to put guys in the right position to get DeMar and Fox and Domas in spots in the floor and matchups that they're comfortable with. And the rest of us just being ready to shoot and make plays when those guys get double teamed or need an outlet. And so I think that's a piece of it. I think as we continue to figure out what we're looking to do offensively, we'll play a little bit faster doing it. And but I feel like once we get into what we're trying to do, it's pretty effective.
Is it a little bit more varied than it was this season, though?
Some different actions, some different matchups. I think we're looking at. Especially having DeMar and getting him going to his right hand and playing with Domas, I think has been an emphasis. It feels like we're doing so far, and just stuff we have to continue to work through.
Kevin, through 3 games, Kings are shooting 86% from the free throw line. DeMar was 9 of 10 tonight. Is that kind of like a lead by example type thing? Because I know it was a little issue with that last season, but it seemed like you guys are fixing it.
Yeah, DeMar's always been a good free throw shooter, so having him be one of the guys that gets there consistently over the course of a game helps in that. But we shoot free throws every day. You just got to make them when it matters.
Kevin, 0-5 preseason, 0-2 to start. As you said, you guys are figuring things out, but is there a sense of relief tonight just to kind of get that first one out of the way and light that beam for the first time in a while?
Yeah, especially starting this road trip. First 2 games, we were right in it against really good teams. I think teams that'll be in the mix in the West. And, games that we felt like we could have won, but that's why we get 82 of these. So you just got to knock down the first one. Now we get to go on the road for, about a week and change. And that would have stung a little bit if we didn't start it off right here at home.
Kevin, was there DeMar this morning called it kind of mandatory that you guys win this game. I don't know if there was an extra sense of urgency to get that first one at all.
I feel like any time we play at home, there needs to be an urgency to win. And so, especially this early in the season, I think, we're we should have played desperate. I feel like coming into this, we just couldn't let them outwork us or play harder than us. And for the most part, I feel like, we did that.
Kev, you mentioned having the three nucleuses. As a shooter like you, how fun is that when you know that they're going to command the majority of the defensive attention, and most often you should be getting some pretty good looks?
Yeah, it's, continuing that we have to figure out. Even, those three and the starters and Malik coming off the bench, a lot of guys that can make plays. I think we have a lot of different skill sets on this team and talented guys who can do a lot of things offensively and continue to put it together on the other end of the court, but continue to figure each other out and figure out how to get guys in spots they're comfortable in and, be effective in those areas.